Hey, Evan. 6 minutes on the penalty kill. I don't know if you're expecting to be used that much on the PK, but how are you adjusting to the PK at the NHL level?
I like playing it. It's fun. It kind of keeps you involved, and it's kind of gets you thinking differently. So I think playing that's going to help me out, and I really like playing it.
In what sense do you think differently defensively?
It's more about thinking of where it's going to be, buying into the system, because everyone has to be on the same page there, which is what makes the PK so effective. And I think we're really buying in. I think PK is doing a good job.
Evan, did you play PK at all over here? Did you play PK at all in pro in Sweden or in Bakersfield?
I played a bit of it in Bakersfield, so I was a little bit used to it. Everyone has a different system, but it's as long as you listen to what's going on, watch the videos and stuff, then it's you can pick it up.
How much of a tutor is Darnell Nurse if you're playing with him, because he kills a lot of penalties?
Yeah, it's awesome playing with him. He's the whole package. You can do it all. So getting to play with him is great on the PK. Helps me out a bunch, and he just works hard out there, so it makes it a lot easier.
What does he tell you about killing a penalty in the NHL?
He kind of just gives you pointers whenever there's...
Like what?
Like it's nitpicking, but if, having your stick in this lane rather than this lane and, closing in, just, staying in sync with him, playing together, stuff like that.
So if you start the game kind of in the third pair, are you expecting, okay, I'm only going to get 12, 13 minutes a night, and then all of a sudden you're playing 22? Did it come as a surprise to you that all of a sudden you're killed 6 minutes of penalties?
A little bit. I think we took a few too many penalties, more than we expected. But I think as a group, as a PK, we did a good job killing them off. But I wouldn't expect us to take that many penalties every game.
And as an offensive defenseman, can you read another team's power play better than somebody who is a defensive defenseman because you think like an offensive player?
I think that's part of it, yeah. But I think another big part is the pre-scout. You kind of see what their tendencies are and what they're used to doing. But I think playing on the power play does give you that edge, the way that, like you said, you think the way they're thinking a little bit. But I think it comes down to the pre-scout and everyone playing together.
Good, thank you.
Hey, Evan, just over here. You're relatively new to the Battle of Alberta. First time you're going to play a regular season game against the Flames with fans in the arena. Any extra, excitement for you to play that game tomorrow?
Yeah, big time. Even without fans, it was kind of a crazy game, and exhibitions, it was good. So I'm really excited to get a first glimpse of it with fans in the building.
You had a chance to face the Flames in the preseason, as you mentioned. Obviously, like every team, they've gone through some changes in the offseason. What are your expectations of the Flames tomorrow?
I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I think it's their first game of the season, so they're going to come out flying, and I think we just have to weather the storm. I think they're going to come out really hot in the first 10 minutes, so I think we just have to push back and focus on what we have to do, not what they're going to do.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey, Evan, I'm just curious. You obviously had a chance. Like it wasn't your first game last night. 3 years ago, you made your debut and you were up for a little bit. How did that night compare to Wednesday and getting a chance to start the season?
It was different. Yeah. Well, I guess my debut was over in Sweden, so it was a little different. But
sorry, I meant like 3 years ago when you made your NHL debut.
Yeah, like my NHL debut was in Sweden. But no.
Sorry.
No. But playing a few years ago to here, I think I've grown a lot. Yesterday I felt, like so real. Like the last 3 years ago, I wasn't sure what the plan is, and now it's me wanting to stick here. So I think it's different in that sense of view.
I know you worked out with Darnell this summer. What was the different? What's the different level that you went to, and maybe what surprised you about your off-season training?
I think that my work ethic was a lot different this summer. I worked a lot harder, especially seeing a guy like Darnell on the ice skate a couple times a week. He's nonstop working really hard to really push you to that next level, and I think that helped me grow this summer.
Jim Playfair told the story how he watches every game in the summer, and then they break down his film, and then he kind of picks something specific he wants to improve on. Did you go down that same path as far as, was there one area of your game or a skill set that you really wanted to improve this offseason?
For me, I think it's always just improving the skating. The game keeps getting faster and faster. Another thing was my practice habits and work ethic in the practices away from games. So I think those were the things I really wanted to improve this summer.